Hey guys, welcome. Everything New Under the Sun here. Since it's camping season, I have some unboxings related to camping for you. And this is one of the items we picked up from Canadian Tire. This is a Coleman classic lantern. Now, you're right, this is battery operated. This is LED. This is lithium ion rechargeable. Now, I paid about $60 on this for this one on sale. And a couple of reasons. I didn't want to go with just an alkaline because you'd be burning through batteries. I didn't want to go with the cheap LED lantern because the NiCads that come with them die pretty quickly. The lithium ion, now you're getting into a bit better quality battery that's going to last more than, a couple of years of charging. And the other thing was that this one was by far and away the most lumens. Most of the other ones were half the lumens when you look at the alkalines, which were probably incandescent bulbs in them. And even even if they were rechargeable, they were like 180 lumens. So this one is much better. So it's kind of a classic look to it. Look on the back here. It says lumens 400 at high, and there's a low setting as well. And it outputs 100 lumens on the low setting. It will stay going on the high 400 lumen level for 5 hours straight. It will go for 20 hours straight on the low level, which is kind of nice. And it goes about 12-meter distance for light. It shines about 12 meters on high level and 6 meters on the low level. And then it just says lithium ion, and it actually charges by USB. It says mobile charging output, charge mobile devices. It's got an external USB port on it, which is kind of nice. So let's take it out. We'll have a look at it. I've obviously had this out, and it actually came charged from the store. So just a quick look. First of all, it has Coleman. This is a throwback to the old gas lanterns, which is really cool. It has a nice handle on it, which you can actually open up and to put it around hooks in a tent, for example, which is nice because all the other ones I saw were just, handles, but you couldn't actually, there was no way to hook them onto anything. So this is kind of nice that it's got a little hook there that you can use. It's got the low setting, and then this is the high setting, 400 lumens. So that's nice to have two choices. This will be good for middle of the night looking around the tent, and the high would be good for going to say the bathroom or something at the campground. Now this one has a charging cord, and it's in the base here. You twist this, pull this off, put this aside here. This is a standard USB cable with a micro USB, I think it's called, connector to it. This is a 5 volt, 1 amp, 1000 milliamp AC/DC adapter, which is kind of cool. And it's just a plain USB. So technically, this should be able to charge your high draw electronics that power via USB or charge via USB. And it's the 1 amp versus 500 milliamp, which is the usual charging for some of your low-end products. Some of the bigger products like the iPad, for example, charge much quicker at 1 amp or 1000 milliamps. So, and like I said, this is a standard USB socket, so it should be good for charging most of your electronics as well, which is a nice dual purpose for this little transformer. So this goes in the bottom like this. Plug it into your wall power, or if you have a 12 volt to a USB adapter, you could use it for that, for off-grid situation. And then in the back here, you've got your charging port, and the charging port's nothing special. Turn that around, get the micro USB plug. It's all tangled up here, and you plug it in the top. Now that's great. So it charges about 5 to 6 hours. That's the charging time in the manual. Now 5 to 6 hours. If this is putting out 1 amp an hour, that means it's a 4 or 5 amp hour battery. That's a lot of power. I was amazed actually. That's quite a sizable battery in here, and what holds quite a lot of power, which is really nice because then they've also put a USB port here. So if your phone runs out of juice, your iPhone, whatever, you can plug it into the USB plug here and charge it off your lantern. So that is a really cool feature. I'm sure it would have been literally pennies to add that extra feature. But it's nice that you can do that. You charge up your lantern, and you can charge other devices off your lantern as well. That is really cool. So basically, when you plug it into the power, this LED, red LED lights up and it charges. And so you can charge your day. I plan to charge this with my solar off-grid stuff with a solar panel. and so it should work just quite nicely, I think. And it's real nice that kind of they make it real nice and compact. You stick it all in here. Now the battery is in here, held on by screws. But you can put your charger in there, your transformer, and your wire. Put this on, and it's all one piece again. And there you go. You can go camping, go to the bathroom with it. It's a pretty good unit. Now, as terms of quality, it's all plastic. What more do you expect? It's got a decent weight to it. It doesn't feel flimsy at all. There's a nice metal handle versus a plastic handle. That's a nice feature. This is probably about double of what most of the other LED camping lanterns were. And like I say, it also puts out more than double of the lumens, which is nice. So the two big reasons I got this is because the lumens are far brighter. I think 400 lumens is going to come in real handy. I think you'd really miss it if you didn't have that 400 lumens, as well as the low setting, which is about 100 lumens there. And also the lithium ion battery. I think the longevity of this product is going to be enhanced, because if you get a cheap one, you're going to go through the NiCad battery in probably 2 years. It won't charge anymore. Whereas the lithium ion, if it's really a decent, proper quality lithium ion, it's going to work for 5 or 8 years, as long as you keep it charged up. And so I think that'll really make this a more useful device, something that you're not going to throw away after 1 year of camping, as an example. It's not just going to get burnt out and then you toss it away because you don't know what to do with it. The other thing with the high and low setting is that if the battery were to go on it, I could probably hook it up to my solar battery and have a real nice, decently bright lantern for other purposes as well, outside of camping. This makes a great emergency light. As you know, if you watch my previous videos, I have lots of solar off-grid stuff. So in terms of an emergency, I could plug this into my solar off-grid batteries, charge it up, and this would run for 20 hours straight on the low setting. So it works great for that. You run it overnight, charge it during the day, and let it go. And lithium ion, again, should be able to deal a little bit better with many recharges over your cheaper NiCads. And certainly in terms of alkalines, you wouldn't be going through as many alkalines. So that is it. Well, I guess there is a manual here and the recycle thing. What does it say? I don't know. It just says that you can charge it up, charge other devices with it. It's nothing fancy. It's throwaway stuff pretty much. But those are the big features, to get the decent quality lithium ion battery in here. And I think normally like this, I see things like this and I think, these are really cheesy, gimmicky things. You're going to use this for one season and throw it away. But I think, paying the extra price for the quality of the lithium ion, I think that makes all the difference. And getting enough lumens that it's actually usable. Often I think you get lanterns, cheap lanterns, and you take them out to the campsite and they just don't throw enough light. They're not actually usable, so you end up throwing them away because they're useless. So again, the 400 lumens is going to come in handy there. And often it's said you get what you pay for. So I think you're going to get a bit more for what you pay for this, even though it was twice the price of some of the other LEDs. But the statistics of it or the stats of it are specifications is what I was trying to say. The specifications of it are twice as much as everything else. It lasts longer. It's twice as bright, and it has an extra USB port, which could come in real handy. You never know when you need to charge something up, and you can use the power from this. So that is a real handy feature there, to have a little battery storage bank here sitting if you ever need power for something else. So just great. You can charge your GPS with it. You can charge your cameras with it. You can charge your cell phones, and pretty much any other electronics that you charge off USB. Pretty much everything charges off USB now. So that's it, guys. That is your unboxing of the Coleman 400 lumens classic lantern with the lithium-ion rechargeable battery in the bottom. Quite a nice unit, and if it's truly got 4 amp hours of storage, you've actually got a little backup, off-grid generator if you want, or store of power for other things. So I would, so far, I would say it's a pretty decent lantern with some nice options for other electronics for the modern campsite. And I think we're going to be trying this out this weekend, so I think it'll work really well. And so that's it. I would give it 2 thumbs up at this point, without testing it. It's fairly sturdy feeling. And yeah, I'll leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. And I would recommend this, I think, especially if you can get it on sale. So there you go. Thanks for watching.